Welcome to my channel. Let's talk about lupus awareness. Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease in which the body's immune system becomes overactive and mistakenly attacks healthy tissues and organs. This abnormal immune response can lead to inflammation and damage in various parts of the body, including the skin, joints, kidneys, heart, lungs, brain, and blood cells. Lupus is often unpredictable, with periods of flare ups and remissions, and its symptoms can range from mild to life threatening. Common signs include fatigue, joint pain, skin rashes, particularly a butterfly shaped rash across the cheeks and nose, fever, and sensitivity to sunlight. There are several types of lupus, with the most common being systemic lupus erythematosus, SLE, which can affect multiple organ systems. The exact cause of lupus is unknown, but it is believed to involve a mix of genetic, environmental, and hormonal factors. While there is no cure, many people manage lupus with medications, regular medical care, and lifestyle adjustments to reduce symptoms and protect their organs. I'm Valerie, and I was diagnosed with lupus at just 21 years old after giving birth to three babies. It took several years to finally receive the diagnosis, and during that time, I lived in a cloud of confusion, exhaustion, and pain. Being a young married mom made it all the more difficult. My husband, though well meaning, struggled to believe the severity of what I was feeling. He assumed I was simply avoiding my responsibilities and thought I just wanted to do what pleased me. But it wasn't just him. Friends, family, and loved ones also had a hard time believing I was truly sick. This is something many lupus patients understand all too well. People often say, "But you don't look sick." That statement cuts deep because lupus, like many autoimmune diseases, is largely invisible. There were no dramatic physical signs, just relentless fatigue, chronic pain, and a collection of vague symptoms that didn't add up to most people. Living with an illness that no one can see can make you feel like you have to fight not only your body, but also the disbelief of those around you. For years, I carried a deep sense of guilt. I started to believe the criticism that maybe I was being lazy, maybe I was falling short as a wife and mother. Instead of giving myself grace and dealing with my own reality, I internalized the doubts and judgment of others. It took many, many years and a lot of emotional healing for me to come to a place of self acceptance. I had to learn to trust my own experience, validate my own pain, and extend compassion to myself, even when others couldn't see or understand what I was going through. Unfortunately, my marriage did not survive lupus. The stress, the misunderstanding, and the emotional toll were too great. A few years after my lupus diagnosis, I was also diagnosed with fibromyalgia, another chronic illness that causes widespread pain and fatigue. Living with both conditions has been a huge physical, mental, and emotional struggle. I suffered from terrible depression for many, many years, but through it all, it was my faith in God that sustained me. It was His presence that brought healing to my mind and gave me peace when nothing else could. To this day, it is my relationship with God that gives me strength, hope, and purpose, even in the midst of chronic illness. The month of May is Lupus Awareness Month. If you know anyone who suffers with this challenging illness, remember their struggles and offer them a kind word, a prayer, or even a simple hug. Sometimes just being seen and heard makes all the difference.